So Gabby, you know who made this piece?
Yeah, it was Robert Delaunay, and I believe the name of it is Saint Severin.
Yeah, he was a French artist, correct?
Yes, he was. This is actually based off of a Gothic church in Paris.
Oh yeah, it looks like a 13th century Gothic style cathedral, if you were to ask me.
13th? Are you sure it's not 15th century?
I am sure.
I would double check that one, Laura.
It says 13th right there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it says right there.
Okay. We should probably record. So Laura, what movement do you think this fits into?
I would say it's actually part of the Cubist movement because it kind of almost reminds me of the different angles that I see a new descending staircase. Have you ever seen that piece?
Yes, I have.
Do you
That's a
see
really.
what I'm talking about?
I definitely see it. It has like a lot of multiple like perspectives. Like you said before when we first saw it, looks like the hallway is going down, but also just
Meanwhile, we're
straight
looking
through.
upwards, right? Which
Yeah.
also ties into I can't say his name. Which also ties into De Chirico's work with the multiple perspectives.
A nice way to make those connections. I like
They're
that.
everywhere. They're everywhere in this movement.
And also something really different about him, he didn't really use line to define anything, he used color. So if we go close up, you can see that there aren't really any definitive lines, it's just colors separating everything. Isn't that cool? Like it kind of sets him apart from the rest of the Cubists.
I would say so.
Right?
And I've noticed there's a color scheme. It looks like he uses a lot of cooler colors. I wonder what that ties into.
I think it ties into like the very dark overtones of the overall painting. It's supposed to be like deep and cavernous and just very strange and, like I said, dark.
Alright. I wonder. You know, this piece seems a little bit more expressive to me than the other variations of the Cubist movement.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, remember we walked through that room and everything seemed...
The colors all seem different too.
Yeah, but like the style was very similar to each other, even though they're different artists. And like with this one, it's really different from like the figures you see. And like we can even compare it to like a piece that's nearby. Well, we're just gonna walk over really quick. Like this would be considered Cubist, but it's very different from Delaunay. And we'll walk back over. Sorry folks, I want to make you dizzy. So yeah, you can see how different of an approach he took to this painting next to the other artists.
And I would say that's a good reason for why it should be included in the canon.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like this is definitely monumental on many different scales with the whole multiple perspectives, one.
And the color scheme.
Yes, and just the use of color in general instead of using line.
I may try that in my own work.
Oh, that's a good takeaway.